Hey there, it's Mickie again with another edition of Ask Mickie, and you caught me here walking and working again. Today's question is not really a question, but sort of a position, and one of the arguments that I make or that I feel is that press releases are the Rodney Dangerfield of the marketing world. Why? They get no respect. I've operated e-releases for over 13 years, and time again, I hear people belittling press releases or looking at sites like free press release websites or low-cost providers and saying, based on them, press releases don't work. And I'm here to tell you that press releases do work, and they're a great equalizer, because it doesn't matter if you are a rich company like Microsoft with lots of PR professionals or a small startup. If you develop the right press release and get it out there, you can catch a lot of attention and a lot of buzz very quickly. Sure, the big company might be able to afford to be able to send lots of press releases, but the small companies can't afford to use a service like e-releases and get the word out for like a fraction of what it would cost using a PR firm or having your own PR professionals in-house. Some of the reasons that a press release gets no respect: it can be poorly written. I mean, a lot of press releases that I see on the internet are just that. I mean, they're poorly written. They're often written by people who don't really understand press releases and the fine points of developing a factual, objective copy that actually is engaging and hooks a journalist in. You want to have a story that will appeal to the readers of a publication. And that's where you will definitely get picked up. If your story is engaging and it's something that the readers would find of interest, a journalist is going to cover you. Another reason that journalists, I feel, get no respect is it can be distributed on free and low-cost websites. And then it's easy to blame them or blame just the vehicle of press releases when things don't go right. Free and low-cost providers don't send over a true newswire like e-releases, which uses PR Newswire. And also, here's an unsettling statistic: the majority of press releases fail. And there's lots of little reasons for it, but a lot of them come down to luck and just hitting a journalist at the right opportunity. And the only way you're going to get those moments is to have your press release in front of the media. Having them on a free press release website, not going to help you. Even if a journalist is looking for a story, that's not where they're going to go and look. Basically, a press release must succeed on its own merits, including factors like a strong headline, a great hook, timeliness, and newsworthiness. And the press release must also be distributed properly. And if you feel that press releases don't work, I would ask, have you ever sent your press release over a service with a true newswire experience like e-releases? And if you have, how many times? Sometimes it's not the first press release that succeeds. It might be the third, fourth, or fifth press release. But when you get a mention in a major publication or a major trade publication, that can represent tens of thousands of dollars of equivalent ad space and a lot of credibility and potentially sales as well as leads for your business. Also, with e-releases, talking specifically about e-releases, is our service also includes an internal database of subscribing journalists. You're reaching journalists who have a relationship with us. The press releases come from e-releases. They're recognized by journalists. They're not spam. And for that reason, you're more likely to be seen by journalists in that respect. As I mentioned, there's no magic bullet for, in that case, that a single press release will transform your company. Sometimes it happens, but in many times it's, like I said, after you've done several press releases. You must constantly tweak your press releases, trying a variety of headlines and hooks, and find out what works. The true thing is, you can replicate what a PR firm might charge more than $30,000 for under $3,000 at a company like e-releases. And you can also have us develop and write the press release. And when we write the press release, you've got seasoned writers, not low-paid interns, but people here in the United States who are familiar with press releases that work, and many of them are journalists themselves or have worked in journalism, and they know what journalists are looking for. You deserve the respect that that PR can do for you, and the press release itself deserves respect. And hopefully you will see that the press release can be a really valuable asset and a great way to market your company. And if you have some questions you want me to answer in the future, just email askmickie@ereleases.com, and I hopefully will answer your questions here in the near future. Thanks a lot.